What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. So let's open this box, see what's in there, and just go ahead and set the game up for the rules, explanation, and the gameplay. So open this up. First thing we got is the rules. We got English, and I think German. Don't know what the other language is, but focus on the English one. So I usually just set that somewhere near the board, just in case you need a reference with it again. Then you have some player aids, where I always put player aids, because some games they have them where each person gets one, but in this one they don't have it like that. So I always put this in between. For 2 players, it's like in between. If it's 4 players, I try to put it where everybody can easily reach it and look at it. So for this one, I'll just set right here, because she will sit right here, I will sit right there, and then we both can reach it pretty easily. Next, we have the scoreboard and the animal tracker. What's cool about this is around here is where you keep your score, but then also this is also basically a timer for the end of the game. If you look right here, when these numbers right here, when they total up to 7, between, like if the dodo has 5 and the frog has 2, then that's 7. The game will end. The person with the most points wins, and it just differs by the number of people. 3 people will be 9. 4 people will be 11. So with this, since I'm the one that usually keeps the score and everything, and I usually keep track of this stuff, I'll put this close by me. So I'll put this right here. So it's close by me, but everybody can see it. So they don't need to ask me, like, what's my score? I mean, I can tell them, but everybody can see it. Next, you have these tiles. Basically, with these tiles and this tile, these was what make up the board. So there's no, like, just one big board. So these can be shuffled up every time, so every time you play, the game will be different. So I'll just give these a little shuffle and go ahead and set it up. So how these set up is you put one down, then you'll take this corner and kind of match it up right here. So this part will be up against next to the 3, and this long part will be right here, and this small part will be right here. So it'll just sit like that, and you'll do that until there's no more of these left. So I'll put this one right here. Keep doing the same thing. Just like that. So basically, when you put them together, they make one big circle with a hole in the middle. And that hole in the middle is where this thing comes in. So basically with this, I'll just set it right here. And that is the game board. And I'm going to scoot it closer this way, because, like I said, she sits right here, I sit right there, so I want it easy for both of us to reach. So not right there. I think that'd be good for both of us. So that's the game board. Next, you have these 5 little purple wooden token things, and these keeps track of the animals. So basically with these go right here on the bottom, and that's how you keep track of the end game and everything else. So I'll set those there. I'll take these, Put them on the bottom. Right. So. And that's that part. That part is halfway done. Next, we have the resources for this game, and there's 4 different kinds. So, or 4, I think it's 5 actually. So you got the tan, which is desert. So get that. And you got green, which is like grasslands or forests. And you have this dark brownish color for, this is basically like clay. And you have yellow for meadows. And then you have gray. This is stone. Each person at the start of the game will get 1 of each. So, Chelsea, my fiance, will get 1 of each, and I will get 1 of each. And I'll just take them, put them right here, and I'll take mine, and put them over here. That is our starting resources, and this will just go where everybody can reach. Like I said, in the 4-player game, you put it somewhere where everybody can reach, but in this 2-player, I'll just set it right next to the player guide. Next, you got the player tokens, basically. These are kind of like a worker placement game. These are your workers. You got black, blue, white, and red. We are going to play with red and blue, so she would get hers and I would get mine. The other 2, if you're not playing 4 players, will just go back into the bag, which will go back into the box. These are the ones not being used, so they can just go back into the box for the game. Next, you have these cards. This is like the main part of the game. Without these cards, you can't really play the game. And if you look, this card on the bottom has a 1, while the one on top has a 2. If this is your first time playing this game, you will just want to play with the number 1 cards. With that, basically just this top part, it's a kind of easier power for everybody to get. When you add the 2, it kind of makes it more advanced. But we played this game before, me and her, so we're just going to play with all of them. So I've already shuffled all these cards. The way I shuffle, I just put them all on the table and just mix them up, and because they're really small, and to me they're harder to shuffle with the small cards. So these are already shuffled, and I got to put them where we both can reach, which would once again be right there. So she can reach those, I can reach those, we're good. Next, we have these little player card things, and they'll say A, B, C, and D. And I'll explain all those when I explain the rules, but each person will just get their matching color. So she will get red, I will get blue. The black and the white are not being used. They can go back into the box. Last, we have the bag of tokens. This is another part of the game. These are animals that we're researching, and these are spread around randomly on the board. So you take that, and this right here, it's a first player marker. So I'll be first player first. I will get that. And these you could just dump out. And then you get two different kinds. You got the small kind, which go on the board. Then you have the big kind, which each person starts off with one of these. The rest will go back in the box. Let's go ahead and pass out the big ones first. You just kind of shake them up. Random, draw one for her. And shake it up again. And I'll draw one for me. And I'll explain why these basically count as two. Basically, these are two of these. So two of these equal one of these. So these are ones not being used. So these can just go back into the box. Now you'll just shuffle these things up, randomly pick them up, and put them onto the board in between the numbers where you can still see all the numbers. So let's do that. And if you have some extra, like I got some extra, they'll just go back into the box. Now, we're almost done with the setup. We've got one more thing to do. Each person will take one of their people to put on the 0 spot on the scoreboard. So I will take one, she will take one, and put on the 0 spot. Next thing people do, each person takes 2 other people and set it to the side. These people are not available to use until you get them later on during the game. So until you get a card that says you can get more people, then you can grab these 2. So everybody should have one of each resource. One of each resource. One starting token. And 5 little worker guys, explorers. And that is the setup. So now we can just close the box. I always put my box back onto the shelf when I'm not playing it. Put this back up here. And we are ready to play. So this is a closer view of the setup. You want to make, when you put these down, you want to make sure you can see all the numbers so everybody knows. So you want to put it right in the center of each tile, so all numbers are visible. So all the 4s are visible, the 2s, the 4s are visible, and so on. That's how you want to set that up. And if you look over here, I got the cards, the player aids, the resources, easy reach because I sit right there. She's sitting right here, and we both can easily reach those things. Then she has her 5 explorers, 1 of each resource, and her token. I got the start player marker, which is it'll switch. Then I got my token, my 5 workers, and 1 of each resource, and my card. She has her card. Over here, the 2 extra workers we can get during the game. 1 worker, 1 explorer on 0 to keep track of score, and 1 little purple marker on each animal to be basically a timer of the game. So next video we'll do a playthrough of the game, or I'll do a rules run through of the game, and I'll play through 1 round, maybe 2, and then me and Chelsea will actually face off head to head to see who will win. Person with the most points is the winner. So that is the setup, and hope to see you guys next time. Thanks, and have a good day.